Well, hello. Welcome to lesson 2.5. Today we are going to learn how to start animating things, but not that follow our mouse, that just kind of move across the screen. Maybe they move up and down, diagonal. They could do all sorts of crazy things. But that's the idea. We want things to animate, but not follow our mouse. We want them just to move on their own. They'll have these independent movements, and we're going to program them. We are in complete control. So let's talk about that. So the first thing we're going to do is start with our friend Mr. Ellipse. All right, so we're going to start at 200, 200, 100, 100. All right, so that is the start of our thing. So there we go. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's start this a little bit back because it's going to move across the screen. Let's start at 50. All right, now the goal is I want this to move across the screen like this. All right, I just want to go right across the screen. Now, the way you have to think about it is this. To have it go across the screen, its x position is going to need to increase. This number has to increase. And right now it's 50. It is a constant. In math, that is a term that means it's a number that does not change. And as long as that number is a constant and only a constant, it will never move, right? It is always 50. Now, the thing is we want this thing to start going. So we want that x number to start changing. And whenever you hear the word change in this class, or generally in programming, you're going to have to think of something called a variable. A variable is a variable is basically a place to hold a number that can change. So if with a variable, it varies. So sometimes you can set a variable to be 10, you can set the variable to be 15. It is now allowed to change. So whenever you think of the word change, you want something to change, I want the x coordinate to change, you should think of the word variable. So to make this thing start moving, we are going to need to create a variable. So remember, I want this thing to move, meaning I want it to change the x position. I need a variable. That's like the thought process. I want this thing to move, therefore I need to change the x variable. I need a variable. So we're going to start off by just setting up a variable, all right? And then we'll start making it move. Now the 3 steps that I want you to be aware of is this. When you create a variable, you're going to follow these 3 steps every time. At the top of the code, you are going to declare it. You're going to create the variable. When you create a variable, what you are doing is basically opening up a little space of memory for your computer to remember something. So we're creating something, when we want to create something, we say let x. And that just tells the computer, hey, set aside some memory for us to store some values inside of it. You could store words, you could store numbers, you could store all sorts of stuff that we're not going to talk about right now. But this is just you're setting it up, so hey computer, give me some memory so I can store something inside of it. Once you've declared it, right, you've set it, you say let x, meaning let, and this is the name of the variable. You call this anything, you call this cat, dog, x position, whatever. We're going to call it x for simplicity. Once you've declared it, at the top of your code, you then initialize it in the setup function. So we're going to set it to a value. So now that we've created the empty variable, that empty storage space, right, we have our variable with nothing in it, we're going to start it off at a value. You need to start somewhere, all right? What we're going to do is we're going to start it at 0. X equals 0. So our starting value will be 0. And then you have to use it. And what we're going to do is for this, we're going to say x plus 50 for our ellipse. All right, x plus 50. Meaning we want our position to be 50 plus whatever x is. All right, that is what we're doing here. So this is always going to be the same when we have a variable. You might hear me say this 10,000 times. Declare it at the top of the code. Initialize it in the setup. That's like give it a starting value. And then use it somewhere in the draw function. Declare, initialize, use. So let's start off by doing that. So first I'm going to declare. So I'm going to just say the same thing. At the very top of my code on line 1, I'm going to say let x. Let is what lets you create a variable, right? I'm saying let, and then this is the variable name, all right? Let's put a little note here just so you can actually see this. Create a variable named x. All right, once again, you call this cat, you can call this your mom, whatever. You can do whatever, but I'm just going to say let x. So step 1 is create a variable named x. This is the declare. Then we are going to initialize inside the setup function. Initialize, and we're going to do it right here. And we're going to say x is equal to 0. So that's the starting value of x. What number do I want x to start off as? And then finally, you have to use it. So I'm going to use it right here. So I'm going to put x plus 50. It's kind of like remember we did with mouse x plus whatever. We're just saying x plus 50. So this is 0 plus 50 right now, which just means it's 50. All right. So that's all you're seeing right now. Perfect, great, excellent. So nothing happens. We didn't actually do anything, but we create a variable, meaning we can now start varying or changing the position, the x position of our ellipse. Now this is where we want it to move. All right, this is where it gets crazy. Ready? Now we just have to move. We're going to say this, increment x. This is the last step, step 4. All right, if we want to start moving, all we have to do is this. We just have to say x equals x plus 1. And watch what happens when I put this 1 in. Boom! It's animating. That is it. So that might have seemed like a lot right now, but what you could see, let's just go over what happened. The first thing we did was we created a variable, right? First we created the variable, we initialized it to 0, and then we used it in our ellipse. So it's x plus 50, meaning it's just 0 plus 50. Nothing happened, right? So when I take this out, nothing happens, it just stays there. Now, when I say this, x equals x plus 1, what it's saying is, I want you to go up by 1. All right, I want x to go up by 1. But here's the deal. You might remember that the draw function, I've said this a few times, runs 60 times per second. So it's actually incrementing it by 1 60 times every second. So after 1 second, this is going to be 60 plus 50. It's going to be 110. After 2 seconds, it's going to be 120 plus 50. It's 170. And if you don't believe me, I want you to actually see it. So let's do this. Let's see. I'm going to show it to you on the screen. X. We're going to do it 2020. Now you can actually see what x is. You see how the x is going up by 1. Every second it goes up by 60, but you're just seeing it go up really, really quickly. And it keeps going even after the screen. It's off the screen, but it's still moving. And that's it. That's it. That's how it works. Now, let's say I want it to go left. All right, I want this thing to go left. We can do it like this. So let's start it off a little bit. So I'm going to make this start at 350. So I'm starting it. Oh, let's take this off. So it's on the right side of the screen. What if I want something to go left? Well, think about that for a second. How can I make it go left? I have to do x equals x minus 1. And now it starts going left. So if I want to go right, x plus 1. If I make it go left, x minus 1. I want you to start thinking about also how do you think we make it go up and down? But we're not going to do that right now. So let's go back to this. We're going to start at x plus 50 and done. We're going to say x equals x plus 1. Now let's say I wanted these to be like 2 wheels of a car. All right, so let's make this 2 wheels. Let's say I want more than one thing to animate. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to make another ellipse. Let's take this out for now. One every new thing. Let's make another ellipse, okay? And what we're going to do is this. We're going to start this one off at 150, 250, 50. So look, I have 2 circles. Let's say this is like the start of my car. It's like 2 ellipses. And let's paint a rectangle. Let's make this a car. Let's make the full car, actually. So let's do this at 50. Oh, man. Let's do this at like 150, 150. Let's see how that looks. All right, we got a car. So let's say I want to make a full car now, and I want everything on this car to start moving. Well, if I just did this, x equals x plus 1, you'll see that only one wheel moves. That's whack. I want everything to move together. The way to make everything move is just put an x in front of everything. So if I do this, now my 2 wheels move because they're both going up. And if I do it for my rectangle too, now they're all moving together. So everything that you put that x in front of is going to move to x equals x plus 1. All of those positions will move at the same rate. If you want to make it go faster, you could even change this number to 2. Now we got a faster car, 5, a really fast car, 100, a super fast car. So you could have fun with that. How much do you want to go up by? There's all sorts of things you could change here. But that is our lesson for today. Don't forget the 4 steps. Declare, initialize, use to set up your variable, and then you increment it with x plus 1. All right, that's it. Bye.